Hello everyone. This video is on parallel structure, understanding what it is, and using parallel structure to become a more effective writer and communicator. You could also call this video Good Basic Grammar, because while it sounds really fancy, parallel structure almost sounds like math class, it's really just good basic sentence structure. Have you ever noticed that some sentences just sound really good? Have you ever been captivated by a speaker's language? Chances are you've heard or read parallel structure. So what exactly is parallel structure? Well, first, take a look at a technical explanation, a grammatical explanation. This one comes from the Online Writing Lab. This is a Purdue University expertise on all things conventions and grammar and MLA. Their definition is, parallel structure means using the same pattern of words at the word, phrase, or clause level. The pattern could contain all adjectives or all infinitives or all nouns, but all the items have the same part of speech. So what is that exactly? When you learned how to use commas, you learned that you should put commas between everything in a list. And this is a rule that I've seen in my experience, even students who struggle with English understand. My fifth grader understands this idea that you put commas between things in a list. Well, take a quick look at some of those lists. One of them is, I like apples, oranges, or bananas, or the streets were filled with protesters, spectators, and police, or the kids will play checkers, chess, or backgammon, or they came, they saw, and they conquered. So in each of these cases, you have a list of items and commas between them. What's the relevance? We're not talking about commas here. The relevance is that parallel structure basically means creating a good list. Parallel structure is a list of words in a sentence. Everything on that list is the same part of speech. So that means everything on your list in a sentence is a noun, or everything on the list is an adjective, or everything on the list is a verb, or everything on the list is a prepositional phrase, or everything on the list is an infinitive. You don't have sentences with lists that include nouns and adjectives. You don't have lists that include prepositional phrases and verbs. You have the same part of speech for each item in your list. So let's take a look at what that really means. A sentence will sound awkward when your language isn't parallel. So that's a big clue that you need parallel structure. These examples come courtesy, by the way, of Cliff Notes online. So for example, this is not correct. He described skiing in the Alps, swimming in the Adriatic, and the drive across the Sahara Desert. Well, skiing and swimming are both ing verbs known as gerunds, but the drive is a noun. So we're going to change that to, he described skiing in the Alps, swimming in the Adriatic, and driving across the Sahara Desert, so that this list of activities on someone's dream trip through Europe is actually all in the same form. All of them are ing. Those are called gerunds. Take a look at another one. This sentence is not correct. He spoke more of his term as an ambassador than being president. We've got a prepositional phrase here, of his term, and then we've got being president. Those don't match. You've got a list, there's no balance because they're not the same. Enter a correction with parallel structure. He spoke of being ambassador more than of being president. Both of them start with this of and they become two prepositional phrases. Here's another example. It is not correct to say, I have neither the patience to complete the assignment, nor do I have the time to complete it. And many of us have probably felt like this lately. Not the same. We've got the patience and then a very long phrase here. So you've got a little bit of a list, and in that list, the form is not the same. So a correct way of stating that would be, I have neither the patience nor the time to complete the assignment. And both of those are nouns in this parallel structure. One more example. Not correct is, Harry spent his afternoon playing tennis, returning overdue library books, and then he ate a mushroom and pineapple pizza. I can't even imagine a mushroom and pineapple pizza, Though I have had blue cheese and banana. It's pretty good. Anyway, ing, ing, and then you've got this he ate in the middle. The list of things that Harry did during his afternoon does not include similar items. So you would correct it by saying, Harry spent his afternoon playing tennis, returning over to library books, and eating a mushroom and pineapple pizza. So there's 3 ing items here. Now you try this. Try rephrasing some of these sentences so that the sentences use parallel structure. Here's one to start with. Mary wanted to make sure she made her presentation creatively, effectively, and persuaded others. You can pause the video if you need to, while you think how you would restructure this sentence to have parallel structure. The answer could be, Mary wanted to make sure she made her presentation creatively, effectively, and persuasively. These examples come to us via this site. Another practice. Try rephrasing these sentences, or this sentence, so that it contains parallel structure. My objections are, first, the injustice of the measure. Second, that it is unconstitutional. Take a moment, pause the video if need be, and restructure this sentence. My objections are, first, that the measure is unjust. Second, that it is unconstitutional. And in this correction, you'll see an adjective and another adjective here. One more time, try rephrasing the sentence here so that it uses parallel structure. Buying a car is not a decision to take lightly nor be careless about. How would you restructure this one? A correct answer would be, buying a car is not a decision to take lightly or carelessly. And you can see that in this sentence, in this list, there are 2 adverbs being used. So you've done a great job with this. You've got the basics. Now all you need is practice so that you can recognize and write with parallel structure.